Om Gam Ganapate Namaha, Kaliyugada Kalpataru, the fifth delight, Shri Raghavendra Gurusarvabhauma, Chapter 112, Blessings upon Bidarahalli Srinivasacharya. Sri Guru Rajaru was a source of inspiration for both the Vyasa tradition and the Dasa tradition. Both traditions proudly regarded him as the leaders. Rayaru was a central pillar for the holistic development of Vyasa, Dasa, and Valmiki traditions, a foundation of inspiration. Through his generous patronage, Rayaru nurtured and uplifted all, bringing joy to everyone. In that Ganges of divine knowledge, thousands of noble souls bathed and became purified in heart, rejoicing. By the time this incident occurred, discourses on Vedanta Shastra, accompanied by Rayaru's commentaries, were being conducted in an extraordinary manner across many places. Sri Rayaru, globally respected works and encouragement to new authors had inspired a fresh tradition in scholarly composition. Many scholars would approach Sri Rayaru to receive guidance for composing works. They would read their manuscript before the Guru, receive clarifications on traditional interpretations, difficult passages, and doctrinal decisions, revise their works accordingly, and receive Guru's approval stamp, returning blessed and uplifted. In the Dvaita school, there was a noble figure named Sri Yadavarya, a celebrated author. He became well known for delivering lectures using Sri Rayaru's commentaries as a foundation. His younger brother was Sri Bidarahalli Srinivasacharya. Sri Yadavarya frequently shared with his brother the greatness and uniqueness of Sri Rayaru's commentaries, wholeheartedly praising their invaluable service to the field of Tattva Shastra, especially to Dvaita philosophy, and declared openly that without the blessings and approval of that great saint, no scholar or author would truly gain renown. These teachings from his revered elder brother left a deep impression on Srinivasacharya. Thus, he too longed to be recognized as an author, to gain the appreciation and blessings of Sri Rayaru. It seems that Sri Rayaru's grace had already begun to manifest in him. After many days of sincere effort and dedicated study, Srinivasacharya composed a few commentarial works on Madhva Shastra and showed them to Sri Yadavarya. After reviewing them, Yadavarya happily said, "Srinivasa, if you wish your works to gain fame and for you to be recognized as an author, you must receive the seal of approval from that emperor among the commentators, the unparalleled master of knowledge, the greatly revered Sri Rayaru. You must become worthy of his complete blessings and grace." Srinivasacharya accepted his elder brother's command with reverence, and longing for Guru Rayaru's blessings, arrived at Sri Rayaru's presence during the Chaturmasya Sankalpa period. Srinivasacharya approached the emperor of Gurus, Sri Rayaru, had his darshan, and respectfully offered the manuscripts he had composed at the Guru's lotus feet, praying for blessings. Rayaru glanced through his works and, recognizing his sincere effort, was pleased with a generous heart. Srinivasacharya submitted humbly, "Gurudeva, I have come earning for your blessings. Kindly bless my work and grant me the grace to continue my service to Sri Madhvacharya. Please make me fulfilled." Respecting the learned scholar Srinivasacharya, Rayaru smiled gently and said, "You have rendered service to Srimad Acharya. Sri Hari and Vayu are pleased with your service. May you further contribute to the spread of this philosophy. We bless you with great joy. May you attain excellence." With blessings from this Jagadguru, the sovereign of the Dvaita realm, the treasure house of knowledge, Srinivasacharya was filled with boundless joy. He bowed with a full prostration and said, "I am fulfilled, Gurudeva." After the worship and offering of Tirtha and Prasada to Sri Moola Raghupati Vedavyasa Devaru, Srinivasacharya was seated for the meal, that is bhojana, in the company of scholars before Sri Rayaru. Since mustard greens, that is sasuve, had been used in the cooking, Srinivasacharya hesitated to eat. due to his scriptural convictions. Sensing this inner discomfort, the noble heart Sri Rayaru instructed the Purupattedara, that is head of kitchen service, to prepare a special meal without mustard greens, especially for Srinivasacharya. Although this behavior of Srinivasacharya led to dissatisfaction among the scholars, the learned still praised Rayaru's generosity. After the meal, Srinivasacharya approached Sri Rayaru again. According to the traditions of the Srimad Acharya Mahasamsthana, Rayaru honored him appropriately for his scholarship and graciously bestowed the fruit, mantra blessed rice, that is Phalamantrakshate, as a blessing. As Rayaru had bestowed even more grace than he had hoped for, Srinivasacharya was overwhelmed with joy. He received the permission and blessings from Rayaru and went to meet Sri Yadavarya. But upon seeing the glow on Srinivasacharya's face, Yadavarya was disturbed. He anxiously unwrapped the mantrakshate, that is blessed rice, the Srinivasacharya had received from Sri Rayaru. But instead of being red, auspicious, the rice had turned black. Yadavarya collapsed to the ground in grief, overcome with deep sorrow. Looking at his younger brother, he cried out in anguish, Srinivasa, you have returned, having earned the curse of the Guru. I feared this very thing when you went to the Gurusarvabhauma, that is universal preceptor. I wonder if you might act without discernment, and now it has happened. You are unfortunate. Tell me, what offense did you commit there? Srinivasacharya, filled with sorrow, said, As per your instruction, I had the darshan of Guru Raja and offered my work. Srigalavaru glanced through my text, was pleased, honored it, and blessed me. I committed no offense. Sri Yadavacharya responded, Srinivasa, yet you have somehow earned the disapproval of a great soul. Think carefully and tell me what exactly happened there. At that moment, Srinivasacharya recalled the incident with the mustard green, that is sasave, during the meal and explained it to his elder brother. Hearing this, Sri Yadavarya sighed deeply and exclaimed, Srinivasa, what a serious misstep you have made before the Gurusarvabhauma, who is both a great Gnani and one deeply versed in tradition. What pride of discernment did he show? Do you think you know better than such a great Mahapurusha about what is acceptable and what is not? If you cannot understand how to conduct yourself in the presence of the wise, what kind of author are you? Can one reject the prasada of Sri Moolarama Devaru and the Hastodaka of the Guru? Now go now. First beg forgiveness from the exalted being, obtain his complete grace, and only then return. Otherwise, your wish to be a writer will never receive the blessings of Srimad Acharya and Sri Tikacharyaru. Disheartened, Srinivasacharya turned back. Seeing him return, Guru Rajaru smiled and asked, Srinivasacharya, did Yadavarya send you back? Upon hearing these words, Srinivasacharya instantly realized that Sri Rayaru was indeed a Mahatma, one to whom the past, present, and the future were all as clear as an amalaka fruit in one's palm. Tears of sorrow welled up in his eyes. Falling at the Guru's feet, he said with great humility, Mahaswami, I have committed a great offense. I have come to you now in full surrender. Please shower mercy upon me. Forgive all my transgressional and lift me up by your hand. Sri Rayaru, with a glance full of compassion, replied, Rise, Srinivasacharya, one should not grieve over that which is done. Forget what has happened. Whether or not Sri Moolarama accepted the prasada at that moment is not the issue. Now that prasada has indeed been offered and accepted by Sri Moolarama, why worry so much about it? With folded hands, Srinivasacharya replied humbly, As you command. He then received the Tirtha Prasada joyfully from the nectar-like hand of Guru and sat before him to partake in the meal joyfully, including the prasada that had mustard green, that is sasave, in it. After the meal, Guru Rayaru honored Srinivasacharya with gifts and blessed with Phalamantrakshate and handed him a separate mantrakshate, saying, Srinivasacharya, this is for Yadavarya. Srinivasacharya returned to his elder brother and joyfully said, Gurusarvabhauma has blessed me as well. Yadavarya, pleased, accepted the mantrakshate sent by Shri Rayaru with reverence. The incident involving Bidarahalli Srinivasacharya stands as a moral lesson for those who, in the face of challenges, difficulties, or obstacles in life, seeks to proceed with proper discernment. Even when the path we follow is clear, it is essential for human beings to understand time, context, and presence and act accordingly. If we forget this, and in the presence of great jnanis, allow ego, pride, arrogance, or pretentiousness to take over in an attempt to show off our so called superiority, it results in offense. This incident shows that in the company of the great, we as ordinary beings must not exhibit our ego or cleverness. Bidarahalli Srinivasacharya's experience stands as a moral guidepost for humanity. Hari Om. Om Sri Krishnarpanamastu.